couldn't wait to make this video today. I really couldn't, because this was probably one of the most embarrassing. I mean, Nick Sirianni, like, he reminds me of like an NFL fan. Like, that's what he reminds me of. He reminds me of like a fan, more than a coach. I feel like he's not a coach. I feel like he's like a person that is spiritually, he's very much out there, in which there's people like that, and that's fine. Like, personality's great, but trying to keep a team afloat. Now, if you go back to his introductory press conference and everyone called him a joke, and I kind of defended it and say, hey, you always got to give somebody a chance, okay? Whether it's a new head coach, a new coach to a new position, whatever it is, you always have to give somebody a chance, okay? But this guy needs to stop. I mean, he really has to stop, because this is just getting ridiculous. I mean, it's getting that bad to the point where he's using these metaphors every week. Okay, I'm tired of the T-shirts. I just want to see results. Okay, that's all we want to see is results. And yet again, okay, because the team is so down right now because of losing every game, and like I said in many videos, it's how we're losing these games, and just fundamentally, this team is nowhere near that. And I have to read this word by word, because this is what was a joke today, to make it sound funny. I watched it, and then I was like, I have to cover this, because it's embarrassing. I mean, this is just embarrassing. I mean, are we a football team? Like, I don't know what we are, like, right now. I don't know. Like, I've never seen so much weird crap happen in a season, like, between, like, both sides, offense and defensively, not knowing how to play football on top of everything else. And your head coach that is just, man, can he just be more realistic for me? Because I can't take this guy seriously anymore. I just can't. So, Nick Sirianni, okay, he used a picture of a flower to explain to his young players that there's a process going on, even in rough times. Everyone in the building is fertilizer and water to make the roots possible. I feel like I'm reading like something from Shakespeare. Like, I don't even know. Like, this is crazy. So I put a picture of a flower up. It's coming through the ground, and the roots are growing out. And the roots are continuing to grow out, and the only way they continue to grow is if we water, we all fertilize, we all do our part. It's just like, how am I supposed to react to that? I would love to see reactions on people's faces. Like people are probably just watching the press conference, and they're just like, and then they just like, I want to see the face reactions of just every Eagles fan when he's trying to explain this metaphor of the flower and the fertilizer and the soil and the roots below that have to grow, and it takes time. It takes time to grow. I don't even know. I mean, this is just, guys, like, this is turning into like TMZ. I mean, this is turning into like some like, I don't even know, like a reality show on a football team that's very entertaining. That's what this show, this is what this season has turned into. See, I just called it a show because that's what it reminds me of, is that. And it's embarrassing. I half of me laughs at this. The other half is so really, I'm just so aggravated, because like, he's just embarrassing himself, or he's running out of things to say every single week. I would give him more respect if he went up to the podium really pissed off. Probably would give him more respect, because at least those are his true feelings. But because he has to try to get the team together, keep the team above water so no one's pointing the finger. And guys, it's all due time. The fingers will point somewhere. It will happen this season. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, maybe not this week after whatever we do against a winless Lions team that seems really hungry and is really competitive against whatever we've created here. This man was supposed to be the guy that would turn this offense around. This is the guy, okay, that was supposed to have a diverse play calling, run first, using receivers, using every bit of players to their strengths, and you didn't even do that. This guy is not ready, was not ready to be a head coach. And I'm already done with Nick Sirianni. I'm already done. I'm waiting until, he gets fired. I understand there's more problems beyond Nick Sirianni between obviously Howie Roseman. So I say that a million times because I don't want people to say, oh, well, you just want to fire. And there's a lot of people say, oh, just fire Nick Sirianni. It doesn't matter what coach you bring in. But this is just, it's embarrassing. It really is. This is the team I watch every week, and this is the coach I watch every week. Okay? Most of the time, I watch the post-game stuff after a win or a loss. That's pretty much what I watch most of the time, because during the week, I don't really care what any of these guys have to say because I know I'm being lied to every single week, okay? But you just got to admit that you're not a good coach, and you got to admit that this isn't working. It's just not. And what are the main problems? What is the truth to the main problems of why Nick is acting so stupid? And that the first thing is obviously running the football, okay? And it's what is the truth to all this? This is a coach that was in a run heavy offense with the Colts, and you come here and you totally look like a different coach. You watched a lot of the Colts last year, like, oh man, our offense is gonna look just like that, just like that, and it doesn't at all whatsoever. In past weeks, he's tried to throw Jonathan Gannon under the bus, or had a meeting with John, or called out Jonathan Gannon at a meeting, or whatever it was. Before you even call him out, because he is already a waste of space, and in my mind is already out the door. Nick Sirianni really needs to figure it out. I mean, he's got to look in the mirror every day before he coaches this team, because this team, he's the one that was supposed to at least start this culture that we were supposed to have in Philadelphia. And we don't have that culture here. We don't have that toughness culture that we're supposed to have, okay? This team is supposed to be resilient. In past years when we've had bad seasons, even the past few years we've had bad seasons, it seems like at the end of the year the Eagles used to be very resilient. They used to not give up at the end of the season and really do great things. But in 2020, that kind of ended, and this team is, as every time something happens, Miles Sanders get hurt, it seems like the team gives up. Brandon Graham goes down, seems like the team gave up. I just see no fight in this team at all, no heart, and it just seems like, oh, I'm just making a paycheck, and that's it. You know what I mean? After you lose this many times, and there's going to be more losses coming, so don't be surprised this week if the Lions really beat us down, because it's hard to say, but this team just doesn't have it. And you can't just show up whenever you want to show up. And Nick can't look good whenever he wants to look good, with the play calling. And that never happens. Maybe at the end of the fourth quarter that everybody puts all the stats together and, oh, Jalen Hurts had a great game. Look at this stat. Fourth quarter stats. I mean, those are the stats that almost count for Jalen Hurts most of the time, because most teams are playing prevent. Everything underneath is pretty much free. And guys are wide open. It's like, oh my God, look at all these passes he's making. It's because these teams are giving up the big play for Jalen Hurts to throw. And that's just the reason why. But that's a whole nother thing. But this coach is he's not it. He's just not it. I can't anymore. I really can't. It's just getting to the point where it's every time he gets to the podium, does he not feel embarrassed? Can't he just say, I'm embarrassed that we lost and I'm just not doing the right thing? Something. I mean, say something like that, and I'll be happy. Well, not entirely happy, but I'll at least be okay, I got you. Man to man, you told the fans you coached like crap, and I'm fine with that. As long as you say it, I'm good with it. But when you do this every week to where you're trying to, and look, I understand in a certain sensitive way, he's trying to, keep the team together and try to come up with things that, will keep the team afloat so they don't sink, okay? And I understand that. But this is just, it's tiring. It's tiring every single week. So Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think about this whole thing that happened yesterday. And just Nick Sirianni as a coach, and what do you think is going to happen? And with him as being fired, or is he going to be here next year? I want to hear your guys' comments. I go through all the comments. I always read everything, and I want to know what you guys think. So please, don't be afraid to say something, because it was laughable. It was laughable. Like, this embarrassed us even more. I mean, it's already enough for losing games, but then he does this, and it's like, you don't even have to talk about this. Like, why do you even say this? Why just keep it between you and the players? Like, why do you have to just, you know what I mean? Like, just tell the media, like, yeah, I've talked to them, and I did some things, and I talked to them about certain things. Don't worry about it. We're going to get it figured. Whatever it is. Regardless, we're not going to be happy with whatever answer he gives us, because we're not winning games. I understand that. We're never going to be happy until we win games. Until this whole entire team turns around. So, other than that, guys, that's pretty much it. So let me know in the comment section below what you guys think, and I will see you guys later. Shake Squad up, follow slide. Peace out, guys. Peace.